Hello everybody and welcome back to Ethiopia, where we are dealing with this incredibly annoying revolt down here of Sunni zealots. They have a long ways to go, but unfortunately, so does our army to get there. So, we'll see what happens with that. We are also currently in the process of, wow, that was a little laggy, in the process of rebuilding this army. So, we're just kind of chilling at this point. We took kind of an impulsive war against Tunis, and it should have ended up better than it did. If I'm completely honest. It did not end up nearly as well as I would have liked. We got everything we needed. Hey, we lost an advisor. Okay. Oh, this guy perfectly replaces him. Excellent. Land maintenance modifier reduction. Okay. So, mostly, our money is going into our army, as expected. Also rooting out corruption, also as expected. How long until Fayum is done converting, though? That's the real question. And the answer? A while. 1692 is when that will finish up. Our truce with the Ottomans will also finish up, I believe, in 1692. 1693, actually. Okay, Kuria has become self-sustaining. We also got a revolt up in the Mamluk areas. We're going to go ahead and try to get Shaga next. There we go. And we're going to march on in here. Get rid of this revolt. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Whole lot easier when you have an army right next door. This 4K, there's absolutely no way it can take on this 35K. But they're moving kind of slow, giving us time to group up our army over there. So that's good. And we will just continue. Hang on, why are we losing money? Okay, now we're gaining money again. Was gonna say, I think it's mostly because we're reinforcing. I mean, that's only 2.46. Well, we do still have a loan. Yeah, now we're making 5.3. That's better. Still not perfect, but definitely better. We are, of course, taking casualties, transporting across to here. But it is what it is. And we do not have much for boats right now. Now we could grab national conscripts. But I feel like we're better off. I mean, that land maintenance modifier minus 5% would be great. Cannon fodder. It appears our country is getting rather empty and lacking in a very important resource. Cannon fodder. Fear not, while we may lack this resource, one of our subjects have plenty of fresh meat for the battlefields. Should we force their servitude, they would be less than pleased, but such is the way of things. So we could gain 12,000 manpower for free. The Mamluks will get sad. I think we can make them sad. We'll take that manpower. Excellent. Okay. Let's also just get rid of this guy down here. We're going to go down to just the two armies for now, looking at our current financial shambles. Of course, a lot of that is our overextension. And once that goes away, it'll get better, to be sure. But where exactly is all of our money going? Well, we're not getting spoils of war. That's probably part of it. Most of our money is coming in via production rather than taxation. I suppose that's not too big of a surprise. But let's take a look at our cathedrals here. Yeah, they've taken control of Mahafali. Now, of course, we can't actually afford to build them currently, but yeah, we've certainly got options for building cathedrals. what about workshops? Berbera should get a workshop. And of course there are also manufactories that we can put money into. Potentially even trade depots, like in Gondar. There we go. Excellent. How's our transporting going? We have 12k down here now. Well, it's getting there. We've transported about a third of our army. Meanwhile, the Sunnis are just running amok. As they do. Let's go ahead and make Kalanga a full core. And let's also do Lolo. And Iboina. And let's also do Mora and Kismayo. And now, well, let's also get this one. Nice and cheap. There we go. Petition for redress. Peasants typically had no voice, but they could occasionally gain access to the monarch and ask for redress. Sometimes these requests for redress would be directed at the local lord, who was perceived to be violating the peasants' rights. Stepping in to override a noble's local authority was a very drastic step. Well, we could make the nobles sad and lose some prestige, or we could get some peasant regiments. We'll make the nobles sad. There we go. I think most of our money is probably going into our cannon proliferation. We're going to chill on that for now. We're just barely losing money currently. So I think once we finish up some of these projects that we have ongoing, we should be fine. Lack of officers. In order to keep a sizable professional army efficient, a sufficient number of trained officers are required to carry out the orders. Wow. Ugh. Apparently reading is really hard. Are required to carry out the orders and will of the crown. However, the increased demand on quality leadership is not matched by the number of officers on our rolls. With increased demands on quality, new officers also take longer to train and are harder to recruit. We could lose some army professionalism or lose 24,000 manpower, so we would lose all but 12 of our manpower. Well, we're mostly rebuilt, so let's go ahead and do that. We have 12 manpower. Oh boy. So, we now have 16k troops here. And we should probably think about recruiting a few more merchantmen into this fleet. That would probably help. Not immediately, but eventually. We'll convert Rosetta. We renewed our loan, which is unfortunate. Sunni zealots have taken Antamoro, because of course they have. They're just currently working their way through Madagascar. I just really wish they hadn't spawned on Madagascar, of all places. It's pretty obnoxious. However, we should be really close to being able to core Fayum. Maybe. He's at 83.4%. 1692, so almost exactly a year. Okay. It's not the worst. Also, once we get one more shipment over here, we'll be at 20k. I mean, we basically need our full force, though. We're not even halfway over. Very obnoxious. What do we have up here? These are all transports. We can't get over here, can we? No, we don't know the way around Africa. Okay, well, I guess we... Well, we also want to kind of keep these... No, let's get rid of them. Okay, there we go. Bartering increases. While the poor state of the Ethiopian currency is becoming ever more troubling for us, the common people have started to look to other solutions. Many are growing wary of the use of money and avoid it wherever possible, reverting to old means of trade like the barter system. Perhaps their concerns are misplaced, but if we do not act swiftly, we may lose our grip on the economy and the country itself. We could gain a bunch of autonomy in a bunch of places, or we could lose 100 administrative power and lose 2 inflation. I mean, that's an expensive way to lose inflation, though, but that kind of sucks, too. I mean, that's only going to be, what, like 10 years? But I think we need to lose the inflation. Well, no, we need the admin power, though. Let's just take the autonomy hit. Local militias. Many military duties are not performed by the professional armies of the Crown, but rather by local militias based around the cities, castles, and forts in the various parts of our country. These militias often know the local area well, and provide very good value for money as garrisons, scouts, and gatherers of intelligence, but their quality as regular troops are varied, to say the least. It has been suggested that we send professional soldiers to at least instruct all militias in the country, and that we rely less on them when conducting operations in many areas. This would, according to our generals, lead to an increase in quality and make us less vulnerable to things we cannot control. It would, however, also most likely mean dismissing a great number of our reserve troops. So, we would lose 24,000 manpower, gain 2.5% professionalism, minus 20% manpower recovery speed for 10 years, plus 25% fort defense. So, essentially, we're looking at a spread of 7.5% army professionalism. That's not going to hit any breakpoints. I think we need the militias. There we go. Okay, so we are now chilling at minus 0.59 ducats per month. Which really makes me wonder who we had paying war reps to us. Was it the Ottomans? It might have been the Ottomans. But at least we're making a little bit of money now, so that's good. And we did get the money while we were rolling in it to get our institutions up to date. So that's fantastic. We also need to get this going for sure. Yeah, Sunni Zealots taking control of various things. Well, we now have 20k troops here and another 4k well on the way. We also currently have this transport fleet here. Let's pull him back. There we go. So I feel like we need to core this as soon as we can here in a couple of months, and otherwise be saving up for Admin Tech 18. We're close to having enough troops down here to deal with it. We don't need our full force, I don't think. Probably once we have 28k, we should be okay. They have too many cavalry anyway, and not very many cannons. We need a combat width of what, like, not very wide. Hey, we can adopt Military Tech 22. Fantastic. So that makes our cannons a ton better. In the 1620s, the idea of combining the shot and powder into a single unit, a cartridge, allowed for faster reloading, apparently, and thus firing. This in turn dramatically improved the firepower of guns. Combat width increased by 2. Cavalry fire. Artillery fire, artillery shock, enables cohorn motor, even. So we'll go ahead and... Motor. Wow. Apparently I just cannot read anything today. Maybe I should just stop trying. So I feel like once we get this shipment in, they're currently heading back this way. So once we get this shipment of troops in, we'll have 28k. Who all is on this? 301. Okay. Spanish Canada is claiming Kilwa. Let's convert Algarbia. Also, we cannot convert these, I think, because they are controlled by the Mamluks? Maybe? We should also maybe enforce religion once they tick down. Okay, we have 28k here. Let's go ahead and stick a leader in, and let's head out. We'll keep the others transporting, but we're going to start doing something about these guys because they, I mean, they're 0% towards enforcing their demands, but we still need to deal with them. Hello, France. What are you doing here? Oh, look. Several European powers in South Africa. That's fine. It's not like we're trying to take over all of Africa. That would be obnoxious if we were. So, the question is, can we actually take these guys? We have a decent combat width to fight them. So the answer is maybe? We'll give it a go. National institutions. As of late, more and more people are requesting representative national institutions. L'État, c'est moi, lose 1 stability, or give them what they want and lose 35 of each power. I think we do that. That's not too big of a hit. Just a little annoying. We also have another uprising of Sunni zealots thinking about coming up, I guess. So that's, you know, fun. Okay, looks like we do actually have that under control. Maybe. Marina and Yao. Oh boy. Another round here on Madagascar. And we actually lost that. So we're gonna group back up. They are currently relocating to Kilwa on 20... Oh boy. Okay. We need to group up over here. So they're going to Kilwa. We need this force to come be ready to deal with them. And then this force will deal with this second round of Sunni zealots. Stupid Sunnis. Have to ruin everything. We are going to go ahead and core Fayun. Get rid of our overextension. Oh, we also have Sunnis up here. So I guess we'll need to swing by this first. That'll be fun. Okay, you can go ahead and head up here. And we are going to convert Mombasa, I guess. Decline of Al-Muka. The merchants that once came to our ports to procure coffee now have other options, and while Al-Muka remains an important port in its own right, it is no longer the main entrepot for coffee beans in the world. Let us hope the Portuguese-Colombian merchants choke on their vile concoctions. Okay. I mean, that's a bit rude. We are still transporting these guys, right? Yes, we are. We have another round coming in soon-ish. Good. Who do you guys have leading you? We need this guy. Because we need you to get here quick. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, was really cracking into Malindi, or rather Malindi. That's been a while since we've had Malindi to deal with. Well, we'll just wait here for now. We'll let them do their thing while we get grouped up and reinforce. We are currently spending a lot of money on army maintenance, which is unfortunate. But we now have 26k here. Apparently we can't merge these. Oh, they're on automatic fleet transport, that's why. Now we can. Excellent. This should not be a problem here. These guys will relocate to Kilwa, and they'll be annoying. But we will crush them very quickly, theoretically. Okay, let's shift consolidate this. You guys head here. You guys just chill here and take this back. Okay. And we took a new loan, since we're currently spending a lot of money indeed. These guys did decide to come fight us. Let's hope we win. We are winning so far. We rolled a 1. We rolled a 0. We rolled a 0. There, we rolled a 9. I think it's enough. It's enough. Excellent. Okay, so there's that taken care of. Now you need to get down here quickly. France has entered a golden era. We'll be entering a golden era relatively soon-ish. A little closer to the end of the game. And we will need to come down here to Kilwa. There we go. And as soon as these guys are done here, well, we'll just keep doing this, actually, for now. We'll shift consolidate this and split off, like, that's not very useful. We'll split off one of these. Yep, internal conflicts in Transoxania, that is fine. Okay. So, we can actually stop this transport. It's no longer necessary. And you can come over to here. And group up with our other fleet. You can come on down here. Okay, there we go. They are off of Madagascar. Our truce with the Ottomans is up now, too. So, that's, you know, useful. With all of our armies way down here. Kazembe is currently being invaded by Great Britain. So that's interesting, actually. Okay. We need to get back to the conversion work. Now that these guys are largely taken care of. Yep, that's all good. We don't have time for shipbuilding. There is never enough time for shipbuilding. There we go. So there's Madagascar taken back, and we are just about in position now. Hang on. Clergy political struggle. Well, we're not going to meddle in the affairs of the clergy because we can't afford to lose that much money. Hungary is requesting our aid in the Second Hungarian Crusade against the Ottomans. They promise us territorial gains. We will accept. We can't really help for a while, though. It'll take us time to be in position. You really gotta warn us of these things, Hungary. Okay, so we're fighting a lot of guys up here. We've been promised territorial gains. We gotta get up there, though. Okay, let's group up in Beslampi. We lost our general down here. Okay. This should be fine. Take out these guys. Man, this is obnoxious. 2 Madagascar rebellions from Sunnis in like 5 years. Very annoying. We'll shift consolidate. We'll drop off one guy here. Now, this is going to be a problem. Don't get me wrong. We're going to need to probably... 210, 312. We can probably fight that group. But we'll need to back off pretty quick. Because we really need to get our army across. And they're taking forever to get grouped. There we go. We'll need to cross them here. There we go. And now this army needs to group. And revolt in Darna. That is our vassals. Okay. So, the plan is this army comes up here and attacks Hejaz. This army comes down to Gondar. And then this army transports to Gondar. That's the idea. And we just need to get there. And then that army will come attack up here. Is Oman in this? No. Okay. Well, we were really not prepared for this war. But I think I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode we will conclude this crusade against the Ottomans. I mean, they don't stand much of a chance, to be honest. So, we'll see what we can get out of them, and we will see that next time.